How are you?
Good, how are you?
Hi, are you Canadian?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Nathaniel, out here in the city of Blaine, Washington. Right now I'm going to be conducting a First Amendment audit of the United States Border Patrol. We're going to make sure that our friends at the U.S. Border Patrol here in Blaine respect and honor my constitutionally protected right as a free American to record in public. So let's go over there and cross the border. Sign right there lets me know exactly where I'm at. I'm at the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Border Patrol Station for Blaine, Washington. It's a division of the Department of Homeland Security. Looks like we got a gate opening up, and we got a, it looks like probably a personal vehicle. Border Patrol agent going in. The sign says enter, so imagine that's what it is. He's going to drive in. All right. He didn't stop, but I'm sure he noticed me. Oh, he's going to back up. All right. So, this is it, folks. This is the Border Patrol Station for Blaine, Washington. And pretty secure. It's almost like it's a military installation. It's, I mean, we got razor wire and a tall fence. Fence looks like it's probably about 10 feet high, and or maybe higher than that. I don't know. We got the U.S. Border Patrol vehicles. A lot of people don't think of, you know, the northern border and the Border Patrol. You know, a lot of people think of Border Patrol only at the southern border with Mexico. But there actually is a pretty strong presence here along the northern border. I've been researching it quite a bit, and it's pretty interesting because since 2016, when Trump took over, there's been a heavy influx of people fleeing the United States and migrating north to Canada. And a lot of these people are from, you know, underdeveloped countries, and they're fearful that, you know, their status, their legal status in the United States could be at jeopardy, so they're seeking asylum in Canada. And there is a thing called the Safe Country Third Party Agreement or something like that. But the thing of it is that if these people, these refugees, attempt to cross at a legal checkpoint, like a, you know, CBSA, Canadian Border Services Agency, like a regular port of entry, they'll be turned around. They won't be able to make a refugee claim there. However, there's a loophole in the law where if they cross at an unmanned or, you know, just a, you know, a non-traditional crossing, they can they will be arrested, but they can seek protection under Canadian law, which they wouldn't be able to do. Oh, it looks like I've been spotted. Got a Border Patrol agent. Looks like he's coming over this way. All right, maybe he's gonna have a chat with me. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Great.
What you working on? I heard you talking to yourself, talking to the camera.
Well, I mean, I'm talking while the camera's rolling. How you doing, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Great. Just doing a story about the Border Patrol.
What do you know about the Border Patrol?
Well, not a whole lot. I mean, what can you tell me?
What do you know? I guess, is it misinformation? What story are you telling?
Well, I'm mainly interested in the northern border. I've done a lot of filming down at the southern border. Yeah, I've done quite a bit of filming down there. But there's not you don't really hear a whole lot of people associate the U.S. Border Patrol with the northern border. But, you know, I'm mainly interested in like all the like the refugees that have been going to, you know, people that actually have legal status here in the United States, but they're a fear that because of the Trump administration, they're going to Canada and trying to seek asylum. I just think that's really interesting. And
have you spoken to CBSA or RCMP?
huh?
Have you spoken to CBSA or RCMP?
No, well, not yet. But do you? I mean, I don't know what kind of questions you can answer, but I'm curious if someone try, like, let's say, whether it's a U.S. citizen or a permanent resident tries to illegally cross into Canada, are they committing any crimes under U.S. law, or is that just something that the RCMPs take over at that point and then they arrest them?
No, not if it's just a person. If they were to have contraband, that would be illegal.
You know, like let's just say someone was trying to sneak into Canada for whatever reason, and they were arrested on the Canadian side, assuming that they didn't.
It would be RCMPs.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be violating any U.S. law?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing preventing you from leaving the country.
Oh, okay. No, I was just curious because I just think it's so fascinating because you never think of people fleeing the U.S., you know? You always think of people, you know, from like Mexico and Central America and so forth, you know, that are trying to like sneak into the United States. And like I said, I've done a lot of filming at like San Ysidro Port of Entry and Otay Mesa and down there. But, you know, here at the northern border, it's just so interesting because it's like the opposite right now. And
it's an interesting time.
You know,
and the world travel is at a standstill.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know that I wanted to go further north, but I know you can't right now because it's non-essential traveling, or at least I guess CPSA will turn you around if you try to. I was going to try to get in contact with them. I mean, I don't know how. I know, like at the Peach Arch crossing, I've been told that as long as you stay in the park, you can go on both sides. You can wander.
No, they did put up barriers out there because the Canadian side is closed.
Oh, the Canadian side is closed?
Yes.
So I guess you can only go up to like Zero Avenue, or is that as far as you can?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe even the parallel. I think I was out there on Saturday talking to the park ranger.
Oh, that's interesting. So you can't even like walk over to the Pete's Arch, the big white thing?
No, I think I'm almost positive it's before that they put up the barrier before that.
Oh, okay. Well, it's real interesting. I didn't know any of that. This is the first time I've ever been up here.
Where'd you come up from?
I'm actually from California.
Are you?
Yeah.
SoCal?
No, Central Coast. Like Santa Barbara County, San Luis Obispo County.
Not that it's funny, but I grew up in the Bay Area, and basically NorCal and SoCal was split by the grapevine.
Oh, yeah. Well, the I-5, yeah, because that's the border between Los Angeles and Kern counties, you know? So, but for me, like, I usually go on the 101. Go up through, like, Ventura, into Santa Barbara, and then up to where I'm from. But, no, I came up here on the train, on the Amtrak, and normally the Amtrak goes to Vancouver, British Columbia. Yes. But now it only goes as far as Seattle. And you have to, because the connection, you know, the throughway bus.
Stop, yeah.
Yeah, the throughway bus, by the time the train gets there, the throughway bus is already gone. So you have to stay overnight in Seattle and then go up on the throughway bus the next day.
So what brought you to Blaine?
I want to see the border.
I know, but Blaine's not well, I guess if you're on the West Coast, it's the closest one, right?
Well, the bus driver told me I had to get out there at the Costcunner because I told her I was going to the Peace Arch, and I thought there was actually a bus stop at the Peace Arch, but she said, no, you got to get out here. So that's why I got out here.
That? Were you on the Whatcom County?
The WTA bus. She said you got to get out here, and then I saw, oh, well, the Border Patrol station's right here.
Yeah.
So, but no, that's it. I want to. Is the Peace Arch Park? Is it far from here? Can I walk to it?
Yeah, you can walk.
Oh, yeah. I mean, is it like easy walking distance?
Maybe it's got to be maybe 2 miles.
Oh, that's not bad.
Maybe 2 miles. So you see the light, and then there's a car out past the light.
Oh, okay.
So basically, that car is over the freeway. There's an overpass.
Okay.
And then I don't know, maybe 300 yards to the north. The park will be there.
So you go over the overpass?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's it. I didn't mean to spook you. I just want to figure, well, this is the Border Patrol station. But, you know, I just, you know, I filmed a lot of different, you know, state, local, and federal facilities. And I mean, the reactions are different.
I imagine.
Yeah. You know, some people are real, you know, some people are real calm about it. They, you know, they've seen the DHS memo and they know that filming's allowed from public areas. But some people get really spooked and they overreact about it. So
I imagine you've seen a pretty good spectrum with that being the case.
Yeah. No, I've been doing this for a while. So no, that's pretty much it.
So you've never been up this way before?
No, I never have.
So what made you, like, you're talking about people wanting to claim asylum or people that have status here going into Canada. Where'd you get that from? Just out of curiosity, where does that exist?
Social media.
In the social media?
YouTube videos, and I mean, I honestly can't tell you exactly what was the first video I came across, but I've seen a lot of videos. You know, I watched one, and then I started watching other ones, and I started reading about the guy at the Smugglers Inn.
Yes, the East Coast numbers are way higher than ours, and Smugglers is that way. I was just over there a second ago.
Oh, okay. You know, I tried to call him. I wanted to see if he would do an interview with me, you know, and the phone said that it wasn't in service. The number that was on the website said it wasn't. Yeah, and then so there was an email on the website, so I actually emailed him. And then I got a thing back on my Hotmail account that said that, oh, this email can't be sent. I mean, I don't know if his email's blocked now or something. But I was hoping to maybe talk to him and interview him and see, because, I mean, I don't know if he could talk about his case or not, but I know he's got charges in British Columbia.
Yes, he does.
You know?
He was actually, I passed him in downtown today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, Blaine doesn't seem like it's a very big town, so.
It is not a very big town.
I mean, I thought about walking over there, and because I looked it on Google Earth, and you know, it looks like it's on a public road.
I would tell you from your.
I mean, being that it's a personal resident, I wouldn't just walk up and pull out a camera and start. I mean, I would ask him first, you know.
So I'm trying to think. You're pretty close to about the same distance between Peace Arch and Smugglers. Smugglers might be a little bit closer.
Oh, really?
Except you gotta go up the hill.
So I would have to go down that way?
You could cut to the park.
What was that?
Or you could cut to the park.
Is that a public park? You can walk through it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought about going, but I just didn't, you know, with him having charges and with the, you know, like I said, I tried to call his number and it said the number. I wasn't sure if he was like laying low or, you know, or whatnot. So I didn't know how he'd react if just some random guy walked up and rang his doorbell and said, hey, can I ask you about, you know? Because I saw, like, I was looking at some Google images of Zero Avenue, and I saw he had a big sign, and I guess there was the Canadian court, or the provincial court.
A sign saying this is not a crossing point or something like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was really interesting. But, now, well, maybe so if I walk down that way,
So if you go down this way, and you were to cut up to the park, when you came out to the park and hit the street again, you make a right. And you're gonna go, I don't know, you pass a little neighborhood and the road will bend, and then you'll make a left and just follow the road down.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'd like to talk to him about it. I mean, I'm sure you probably can't give too much information about his case or whatnot, but you know, I think and it's really weird how, like, even though he's here in the U.S., how the Canadians would be able to charge him, but I get there's like an extradition treaty here.
I guess it's no different than us charging somebody from Canada with alien smuggling if there was enough evidence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I guess so. All right. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Sorry to.
I'm trying to think. Well, so there's two ports.
Yeah.
There's Peace Arch. So right up here is Pack Highway.
Where the big white.
Peace Arch is further. Peace Arch is by the park, so that'll be further west.
And then I saw there's another one that's pretty close to it, where I think it's like a commercial crossing.
It's Pack Highway.
Oh.
So if you were to go to the light and make a right, that would take you to Pack Highway.
Okay. Pack Highway?
Yeah, Pacific Highway.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Now I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean.
And then Peace Arch will be further down. But no, Blaine's not very big.
Oh, okay. Because I might, are there, I'm assuming there's like motels and hotels here, because I'm probably going to stay the night.
Yes, if you stay the night. So, okay, so if that is your plan, then I would recommend going up towards Smugglers and then going back towards Peace Arch. The hotels will be, if you were to go down this street, they'll be on the left. And it's on, I can't think of the name of the street right now, but it'll be the last street basically before you go into the water.
Okay.
Maybe there's 2 over there, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I've just on Google Earth, I've seen the 2 crossings, the commercial cross. Do regular cars cross at the commercial crossing, or is it just like semis?
No, it's regular. Well, only essential travel is crossing right now.
Oh, okay. So just people going for like work and things like that?
Yes, if it is deemed essential, whatever falls under essential.
Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh, they're trying to run you.
So whatever is deemed essential, but normally regular cars can go through.
Oh, okay. So when do you think they're actually going to end up lifting the border restrictions? Or, as I know they keep extending it, I think like every month on the 22nd, I read they...
I don't.
It's kind of hard to sit up in the air.
I don't know. I imagine it depends on when our COVID cases come down.
The COVID, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why like on the bus they make you wear the, I mean, I always wear the mask when I'm in, like if I'm just out on the street, I take it off, but if I'm out, like if I go into a restaurant or a bar or something, I always put it on.
The Canadians are in no hurry. In BC's rate of infection is significantly lower than the rate of infection here for all intents and purposes.
Oh really? Oh, that's interesting. Especially considering Vancouver is such a big metropolitan city.
Vancouver isn't even the highest. The Fraser Valley has the highest rate of incidence for COVID in BC.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually out, it's west. Oh, but I think part of this because I think there was a prison that had an outbreak.
Oh, in Canada?
In Fraser Valley.
Oh, really? Oh, is that Washington State?
No, it's Canada, it's BC. Oh. So I don't know, when you get a chance, look up COVID-19 in
Fraser
BC.
Valley?
Yeah, Fraser Valley. Yes.
Fraser Valley?
Yeah. So they break them down kind of by, I don't know if it would be districts or maybe you could even look at it as counties.
Okay.
That's how they break out their...
Yeah, I think they do it by like districts. I've seen. I'm not too sure. I don't know enough.
Theirs is a lot lower, so...
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting because when I got off the train in Seattle, I was surprised at how many places were doing dine-in. Because I know, like up in California, Governor Newsom
he rolled it back.
He rolled it back.
So we're in phase 2. The reality is that we don't have as many people as California does, so that's a big factor in.
Yeah.
The rate being lower.
Well, at first it was 19 counties were affected, like the big counties like San Diego, Orange County, Los Angeles County, but then but there were certain counties that weren't affected by it. Like for example, like I live in Santa Barbara County, but you go over the border to SLO County, which is San Luis Obispo County, and they weren't affected by the order.
They weren't.
Because their numbers were much lower.
So did they in California? Did they do it? Did they let people open and close by the county?
Well, they did, but now the governor
He's rolled it all back.
We're all it's a statewide. Where before, even during the first time they started shutting, like back in February, it was by county. They were kind of letting it, like up in the Bay Area, like Alameda and Contra Costa County.
I just read. So I grew up in Alameda County.
Yeah, my good friend lives in El Cerrito. You know where that is?
Yeah, and I was just reading yesterday. Alameda was at whatever their second phase is, but yeah, they were talking about everybody being rolled back.
Oh, okay.
And I have family in Los Angeles County too.
Yeah, I think it's because their numbers were a lot higher. But now, I don't know since he rolled it back completely, but I know like even the counties that were affected by the order, they were still allowed to do outdoor seating. Like if they had a large,
I did read that, yes.
A patio or something,
patio
they could do it. Or like wineries, pretty much all the wineries have like a lot of their stuff is outdoors. So But it's just so crazy because it's like, keep thinking like, well, how much longer can we keep going on this way? You can only tell people to stay home for so long. I mean, people have to work, people have to pay rent and mortgages and things like that. You can't, you know, so.
How long can you be shut down for?
Yeah, you know, and I see these like celebrities doing these YouTube videos that say like, oh, stay home, people, stay home. It's like, yeah, I understand, but it's not that simple. Like people still have to work. People still have to, you know, you can't just. I mean, is the government just going to pay our bills until this thing is...
I heard a lady that had a restaurant in California on the radio this morning talking about we could lose everything if we have to shut down again.
Well, some businesses have.
Yeah, I imagine that well, like look at a town like Blaine, right? So it's interesting. So you're here now. There's not very much traffic here right now.
Yeah.
So it's almost, Blaine is like this, Sumas is like this, where all of your cross-border traffic is... Well, almost nothing. Other than your trucks or your commercial traffic, there's not very much movement.
Oh, so it's probably affecting the local economy.
Significantly. So I can tell you that, well, they didn't change their hours, but that gas station changed their hours. There was one that wasn't open well, the store wasn't open, but the pumps were. But a lot of them have reduced the hours that they were open.
Oh, okay.
At least the store part of the gas station, or the convenience store.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it has an impact. And in Sumas they did, actually. They changed the hours. I think there's 2 gas stations there. So I think one's opens between 8 and 10 and closes at 6. And then the other one used to be 24 hours and they close at 11.
Oh, okay.
And open at 5.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of sad though when you're dealing with like the small businesses and stuff, and they don't. You know, I actually have a friend that lives in Calgary, Alberta, and he was telling me that the Canadian citizens are actually getting $25, or no, not $2,500 Canadian dollars a month
I think, yeah.
for there. And I was like, well, I got a $1,200 stimulus, right? So it's like, I guess Trump is talking about doing another one. But still, it's kind of like, well, God, I mean, how long? What's that going to do?
How long can that last? Yes.
Yeah. In fact, my rent is almost that much, so it's like, what do you know? So yeah, I don't know. I wonder. I guess it's just going to be a situation where until they find a vaccine for it.
They're talking about masks being a part of life till late 2021 or something like that.
Oh God, I've heard that. I mean. I remember people were saying that, you know, oh, well, till the end of April, and then it was, well, till July, and then...
That was wishful thinking.
Yeah. No, that's just, I mean, I think the thing about it is there's just so much that we don't know about it. You know,
I mean, that's a big part of it, yes.
You know, and it's affecting people differently. Like, I actually had a friend, one of my good friends in Hawaii, and he's a young guy, you know, he's closer to I mean, I'm 42, and he's around my age, and he got it, and he ended up in the hospital on a respirator. I mean, he's out now, and seems like he's recovering, and he's a young guy in good shape.
You just don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on people right now.
Yeah, they say it's only like the elderly and people with pre-existing health conditions, but then, you know, you see somebody like that guy I was just telling you about, and he's in like good shape. He works out and runs, and you know, and he got it, and we thought he was going to die. I mean, the Honolulu Star-Advertiser did a story about it, and people were just like, you know, that kind of scared me, because it's one thing I mean, I don't want to see anybody die from it, but it's one thing if some like, you know, 80-year-old man gets it who's got, you know, other, you know, health problems, you know, then you could see like, okay, well, but, you know, just like the flu. I mean, the flu can kill someone if you have like, if you're elderly or you have, but...
I was just reading that, them talking about the winter and the fall and the flu season, and you can get influenza and COVID at the same time.
Yeah, totally. All right. Well, I'm going to head up to the Smugglers
Inn?
Yeah, I'm going to try to see if I could talk. I don't know if he'll talk to me or whatnot.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Is it? I mean, again, I'm not trying to bombard you with questions, but
I would.
Is he a nice guy or?
I've had very friendly interactions with Bob.
Okay.
But just considering we're in a pandemic, he may not be at the top condition as far as his health goes. So just be considerate of that.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take my cameras and stuff off.
Yes.
I just always, like, when I'm around like places like this, I always record. I record all the interactions. Like, I'm not trying to put you on blast or anything. It's just that I have to protect myself because I've been assaulted and I've been, you know, and.
Well, I won't say it won't happen in Blaine, but it's probably less likely that it will happen in Blaine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you know, I've filmed in L.A. and San Diego and Chicago and, you know, and stuff. But it's just really surprising. You just don't know what the, like I was filming once in a little town called Morro Bay, and I actually ended up I got assaulted there, and I thought, well, this is just like a little retirement community. You know, but some people just react really differently to a camera. You know, some people are like, hey, how you doing? Like, for example, I've spent a lot of time in the Philippines, and I know in the Philippines, like, everybody wants to be on like, I was doing this kind of stuff over there, and I was on a couple TV shows in the Philippines, you know, because they were interested that I was, you know, filming, like, government buildings and stuff. But, like, so people just react differently. Like, over there, people are real receptive of it. Like, everybody, you know, smiles for the camera. But here it's just mixed. You just don't know. How some people are just like, oh, well, you know, hey, he's on public sidewalk, whatever, you know, but other people are like, hey, you know.
When you get up, so listen, when you get up and go to the park, the road that you come up to the park, I wish I could remember it, but I'm not very good with the roads here. After you come down from Smugglers, when you come back out, come back the same way you came, and just stay on that road that's up there, and you're gonna cross the overpass. You'll see Pack Highway down the road.
Okay.
And then just keep going until you get to the roundabout, and the roundabout will take you to the park.
Okay. All right.
It's pretty simple. I'd say it's pretty hard to get lost.
Yeah, and we still have a lot of daylight left, so.
Yes. Yeah.
You know. All right. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Stay safe.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this audit up, and I'm going to give the United States Border Patrol here in Blaine, Washington a pass. They did it right. That officer, I mean, he not once asked me for my name or channel name or ID or anything. He was professional, and he was more than willing to answer my questions. So I'm going to give U.S. Border Patrol in Blaine a pass. I'm going to continue on my way doing my Pacific Northwest audits. So until next audit, may the audits be with you.